I am Park Seni, the representative of Park Seni Mind Coaching. These days, it's the Academy opening season, and due to the continuous orientation sessions and center consultations, my throat is in really bad shape. I ask for your understanding in advance. Today, I would like to introduce an absolute law of life that is so important it can be considered a survival law, one that no one can escape from. That is, life is sales. Absence. If you can't sell, you die. That's right. I'm not a salesperson, so what exactly is life selling? At first glance, some of you might not fully understand this. However, in a capitalist society, everyone must sell something, without exception, in order to survive. Life is about selling something. What does someone like you sell? It's about selling knowledge that equips you with the mental abilities to become the best from a young age, methods to improve your grades, and ways to quickly fix unconscious issues. It's about selling that knowledge effectively. Everyone else is selling something too. If you sell well, you'll truly have no reason to envy anyone. If you can't sell, your life will be very difficult. If you really can't sell at all, your survival becomes impossible. Recently, the civil service exam, which many young people are said to be taking, is also about selling something. You receive your labor value. Based on the hours you work and the amount you get is what is collected in taxes. We've come to an agreement on this. Whether it's people working in companies or everyone else, everyone is selling something. The fact that young students are studying hard and trying to get into better universities these days can be seen as an attempt to sell something better. Because when you go to a prestigious university, people tend to pay more attention and be less critical when you explain what you have to sell compared to those who don't attend such schools. So, going to a prestigious university can definitely be a big help in the idea that life is sales. In the end, if life is about selling well, then those who really work hard to sell well and have the knowledge to better commercialize and plan the things that the owner needs to sell and sell them more passionately are happier. From the perspective that life is sales, I want to share two important sales principles that I learned when I created something from nothing in my 20s and spread knowledge in the education sector as a teacher selling that knowledge. The first basic sales principle is to sell yourself. For example, if I tell you to sell gimbap, how would you go about selling it? You roll up a 3001 gimbap and sell it on the street by yourself. Do you think others will try to eat well? No, they probably won't. It's because they can't trust you. You might think it could have been made in an unsanitary way. You need to come up with a cooler idea that can break the thought that it's dirty if you want to sell gimbap well. So, what will you do? In this case, you'll get all sorts of answers. Dress neatly in a chef's uniform. Of course, it will be helpful, but it seems like the outside is shiny while the inside is still dirty. People who think this way probably still can't break out of that mindset. If you keep doing this, you'll end up calling a celebrity to do something. You have to sell it by yourself. If you're selling a product that doesn't have much added value and you're spending all your advertising budget on a famous celebrity like Seolyun, you're just going to end up going bankrupt. So you might as well sell it by yourself. I make it myself on the street. That's not a good idea either. With fine dust already being so prevalent, it shows that things are getting even dirtier in this polluted environment. What should we do? If you were the teacher, you would prepare a large piece of paper and write down the family photo, the teacher's name, and the home address, contact number. And I have a job where I sell clean and delicious gimbap on certain days and at specific times at this location. And it's not just about writing this down. You have to stick to it no matter what. Whether it's raining, snowing, or windy, you have to stick to it completely. During that process, they gradually start to trust me, and as that happens, they begin to buy from me. If there are any issues, they can report it. So what do you think? Many people kept trying to sell the gimbap itself. The more you try to sell it, what happens? Is it selling well? Interestingly, I had the experience of not selling anything. That's not how you do it. Teacher, how did you do it? It's about selling myself. So what does I mean here? Trust, honesty, credit, reliability, kindness, consideration, and a neat appearance. These are all essential qualities that can set you apart from others. And if you want to sell high-priced, high-value products, you need to have solid and differentiated expertise in that area. Here, I am being judged, but what I will become depends on how much effort I put in and the value I can sell can increase more and more. So keep in mind, when judging me, and when the second dealer says to the chairman that he is a famous conductor and he should definitely drive this kind of car and introduces a car worth over 700 million won, dealer A confidently introduced it, and dealer B was not confident and said that outwardly, but thought to himself, if I were you, I would drive a car worth 300 million won and save the rest. Then, who do you think the chairman will end up buying his car from? Naturally, they will buy from the one who has confidence. Don't try to sell to others, you need to sell to yourself first. So, first you sell to yourself. This is actually the first law of sales. Even someone like the teacher, before selling their classes to academy directors and students, has sold the value of their knowledge to themselves immensely since they were very young, in their 20s. That's why you can sell well. It's about having the mindset that I can definitely help others and that I can show consideration for them through what I do. I'm helping with this kind of confidence. Yes, in this world, there are people who keep pushing things on others that they can't even sell to themselves, and that in itself becomes a burden. Yes, in this world, people keep selling things to others that they can't even sell to themselves, and this in itself becomes a nuisance. Because they see themselves as a miserable being who is always anxious and unfortunately has to whine to others to buy them things they don't need. They have no choice but to live in their mind without any achievements and earn very little money. No matter what you end up selling later, analyze what value or help what you're trying to sell provides and create a differentiation from others. Once you've perfectly sold that utility and value to yourself, when you go to sell it to others, most people will likely not be able to refuse you and will happily buy what you're trying to sell. I am an educator who has created a class that doesn't exist in the country. But because I live within the realm of life is sales, I want to clarify once again that I am not just someone who talks about selling well. Today is now. It's February 28th, 2019. Right now, during the month of February, I've been conducting classes at the Park Seni Mind Coaching Center for college students and exam candidates. I will reveal my income from the 1st to the 28th. If many of my existing students watch this video, they will receive personal counseling that they learned from the teacher at the academy. In order to confirm once again the immense value of the knowledge you have learned through this, and to encourage you to be more confident and work hard, and better in your field, I will disclose the tuition fee for 1 month that I received as tuition. Now, I will reveal the tuition fees. Log into the Nice Work Integration System website. Let's go to the transaction inquiry and first check the credit card. Park Seni Mind Coaching Academy. From February 1 to 28, 2019. If you look it up, this part, it's 6.1 million won. This part is the card sales for the month. Next, if we check the cash receipt, processing, it also shows Park Seni Mind Coaching from February 1st. If you click on the inquiry for the 28 days, this is the amount. 23.7 million won was processed as cash receipts. If you add it all up, it exceeds 100 million won. In 1 month, they received over 100 million won in tuition fees. In this part where life is a sale, the teacher proves it to a degree that no one would envy, and he is a person who makes people happy and wonderful. I hope that the former students watching this video, as well as those who will become future students, feel a great sense of motivation. No matter what you do, it's ultimately important to sell it well to others. To do that, you need to have plenty of appealing qualities within yourself. Before you try to sell to others, you must first transform yourself into someone who believes in and sells themselves with confidence and conviction. Once you achieve that, selling to others won't be that difficult. You can truly feel this alongside the teacher and become the main character of your own life. I hope this has been a great inspiration and help for you, and I look forward to meeting you in another video. Thank you. I hope this has been a great motivation and help for you. Let's meet again in another video. Thank you. Hang in there.